There's no volume because I haven't started to talk yet. So, hello everybody. Welcome to our last live broadcast for the day. And let me just take a quick peek and see who's here. Okay. Now, one of the things that you absolutely have to love about what I'm teaching you, and I want to welcome all of the folks on Facebook and LinkedIn that are looking at this, trying to decide whether you want to jump into my next boot camp or dig deeper. All you have to do when you bring somebody into your business to have them initially change their picture. That's it. Change your picture, and here, for example, Philip replaced his picture. He had 65 people that liked it, 91 people that loved it, and 164 people gave him a thumbs up. So you can reconnect with everybody that you're connected to. Start a conversation. They like the picture. You come back. Hey, I'm glad you like my picture. You know, we haven't talked in years. Hope you've been well. What are you doing these days? Find out what they're doing. 85% of them are going to come back and ask you what you're doing. And the next thing you know, you're signing up in your business. Same thing with Greg Lagana. Been in his company for over 30 years. He's one of the top earners. He had no idea. All he had to do was change his picture. Now, obviously, you're seeing numbers like this because you've got a lot of connections. And again, it comes down to who you want to talk to. Craig was building a business. This is what happened when Craig changed his picture.
Craig, is that you?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Would you share with everybody what happened?
Well, yes, to be honest, I really thought that this was just a lot of hype. I really did, but I said, well, I'll go ahead and try it anyway. So well, you got my Facebook profile cover and changed my picture, took some things off, and to my surprise, I got immediately after that 6 friend requests from qualified prospects. It was really amazing professional people. Got one request from the vice president of the Yamaha Corporation I used to work with, and it was amazing on that. I got many new people and old people commenting on my new profile page, and I've never had that before. They liked the profile page. I got 2 people asking me to join my internet business. It was absolutely crazy. They just sent a message and said, Craig, can I join your internet business? The reason why they never knew I had an internet business. You know, I said that I was a music education director, and, you know, I was a wellness educator, and that's it. And then when you went in and changed my header in LinkedIn and changed my intro in Facebook, then it just blew up like crazy. Now, I do have now 4,400 people, and it's just going like crazy. And I love it when I never had people to just come in and ask, may I join your internet business? And I never talked to them before about it. But because my Facebook profile page said that, then whenever they clicked, my introduction or my header showed every time. And one guy said, well, I'm so happy to see all the things that you do. So on all my things that are listed on my header and in my intro, I'm getting responses on all of those. It's just amazing. I never knew something like that would even exist.
Here's another example.
Yeah, so I had been just kind of trusting Max and going step by step through the process. And to be honest, I had this little voice in the back of my head that was saying, this isn't going to work. What are you thinking? But I decided to trust and move forward with the process anyway. And then all of a sudden, just with this profile that you're seeing now, one of my friends that I used to be in another network marketing company with, first of all, he sent me a message, a LinkedIn message, and I guess I didn't see it quick enough. He was so excited to talk to me that he actually picked up the phone within a couple hours later. And he said, "What are you doing, Lane? What are you doing?" And then we had a we had a conversation, and I said, "Yeah, I'm with this new company." And next thing you know, within 24 hours, he's now on my team. So I was pretty excited.
Okay. Students are coming back ever since I announced the release of Max GPT. And I heard from Ace and Rich. Thanks to your mentorship and endless release, my approach on Facebook is now friendly and conversational. People appreciate me are reaching out instead of blocking me. In 15 weeks, my income roared from $0 to $42,000. That's a little under $3,000 a week. And within 6 months, they hit $250,000. Now, I'm not sharing this with you to impress you. I'm showing this to impress upon you what we can be doing. Started working with Will Zanders in November of 2022. He was number 5 in his company. We opened up his settings. We made him more visible. And he sent me this. Quick testimonial for you. I implemented the strategies from our coaching call. Within 72 hours, I was the #1 recruiter globally for the week. And we had over 4,000 connections on Facebook. Then he calls up with another success story. Oops.
I do have a great quick testimony. Just sponsored a new individual. I actually got a member of my team on here who's one of our newest 6-figure earners, Melissa Brower. So I wanted to give her a shout out. She just hit 100K in this company. She's already done it before, but this is the most fun we've had. And a young lady I just sponsored who has 0 network marketing experience, I taught her just a few of the techniques that you taught me. And she's already like #7 in recruiting in our company right now. I just saw her name on the leaderboard tonight. So I was like, wow, I got to tell Max. So it's really cool. I just wanted to tell you, man, everything you're teaching, it works in real life. And we all appreciate you so much.
He went on. It's exactly like I said it would be. Since last week, I made 2 posts, generated dozens of easy conversations by following your scripts word for word, and I generated a dozen sales. In 6 months, he went from number 5 to number 2. Today, he's number 1. Coming back from his company convention last summer, he called in with this story.
I'm driving, so I want to share this quick testimonial in case my signal cuts out. I'm heading out of Vegas right now. Had a great time in Las Vegas. I was in your boot camps and we were doing the private coaching. It was amazing. I'm actually working with 2 of my team members right now. One of my guys who's in the car right now has 5 conversations going on about his business and had 0 yesterday. Everybody who's on the Zoom, Max is the guy you want to work with. This is one of the trainers in network marketing who actually has stuff that flat out works in real life, not the latest, greatest ClickFunnels, shiny guru stuff. You want the real stuff that works. Now, last but not least, Max, last time we talked, I think I was the number 6 earner in the company, or number 5. So I'm number 2 right now. So we've got a little bit ways to go to number 1, but I just wanted to thank you personally for just really giving us and my organization tools that we really needed, especially from a conversational flow standpoint to get to that level. So we've had a lot of rank advances since then. We're still polishing some things up. If I need to do some more coaching with you, I can acknowledge that. But I'm a number 2 earner right now. I just hit the diamond rank last month. That's a solid 45, 50,000 a month, easy. So this has actually been so far the biggest month I've ever had in 10 years of network marketing, man. So really just wanted to thank you personally, and anybody who's on the Zoom, man. You really got to take this stuff seriously. Don't just play with it. Max is the real deal.
It's all about conversation. All about conversation. What you say to people, what people say to you is going to determine how well you do. Now let me come over here, look to see who's here. Okay. Now, let me. So now he's number 1. Francisco enrolled a whale in his business in December who added 80,000 people to his business. In 3.5 years, he's got 500,000 people in his business. Now, this is a process. I mean, I've got thousands of these. What I want to do we come over here, and first, I'm going to log out of my account. First, so Paul, I'm unmuting you, and you're going to need to check your email because they sent you a code. If you can't talk, you can just type it in the box or type it in the message center. I've got to type it in the box. Now, what I'm going to do is for those of you that request curiosity about coaching or interest in coaching, I'm going to show you exactly how this works. I also have a case study that I'm gonna go over with all of you. If we don't get it today, we'll get to it sometime over the weekend.
Just waiting for that email to come up, Max. Sorry.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
And then Bruce, you've got a couple of questions. We'll jump into your account. We'll deal with those too. I think everybody will benefit. So today is the 26th. Let me,
I have that now, Max.
okay, go ahead.
716-792.
They may come back and we may have to do it again with your phone. Let's see. No. Okay. So now, the first thing all of you have to do, make sure you're as visible as possible. You go over to your settings. And it's very quick. First, we come over here to visibility. And so this is what people see. So right now, people don't see anything. Anybody that's looking for you sees nothing. So we need to turn it to your name and headline. So now anybody that's looking for you is going to see this. So right up until right now, whatever you've been trying to do on here, you are a ghost. Now we'll come back over here. Who can see members you're connected to? Now, you don't want anybody to see who your connections are, because if you're in a network marketing business, the connections of your connections can be your prospects. So we're turning that off. You can see mutual connections. Who can see people you follow? Well, just like on Facebook, the people that are connected to you follow you. We want to turn that off. You can see people you're mutually connected to. Now, come down a little further. Profile discovery off LinkedIn. Absolutely. You want people to type in your name and you'll come up. Now, here again is the biggest one. Manage active status. Right now, only the people that are connected to you can see when you're online. Simple process. Let everybody see. Now, here's what's going to happen. If you never turn off your computer, and really there's no reason to, stay logged into LinkedIn. And then anytime anybody looks at your profile, they think you're there. So your profile is working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Okay, Paul, we talked about, you were curious about which of the services to use. Okay, then they're going to give you a 30-day free trial. So first, let's adjust. Actually, let's go back to settings. profile. Now, you've been on LinkedIn for a long time. And so you're in the health, wellness, and fitness category, which is the category you'd really like to be in, but you can't get in it anymore. Why? Because LinkedIn has had so many terms violators and people breaking the rules over the last 2 years that they won't let any more people in. So you got to come in with a different category. All right, now. Come over here to wait a minute. It looks like Sales Navigator account. Did you sign up for it?
Yes, I did last night.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so what I have to help you do is I just have to help you set it up. It's 3 clicks. Come on. And folks, LinkedIn is going to give you a 30-day free trial. So you want to take advantage of that, and the service that you're going to use, take advantage of a Sales Navigator. All right, so we're going to try this again. Sales Navigator. Now, the definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So we're going to try it a different way. Sales Navigator. Now, if we keep having an issue with this, what it means is there's an issue with Sales Navigator. And again, don't beat yourself up. We'll try it tomorrow. That's a Pruvit profile and URL. So what we want to do here. All right, it seems like LinkedIn is going through some change. And as a result, if it doesn't work, do something else, come back to do this later. All right. Edit your profile. All right, so here we can get rid of the dashes. So it's a little cleaner. Scroll down on the right, make sure that all the elements to your profile are turned on. . Then we'll come back over here. All right, now. You have a premium service, but nobody knows about it until you turn it on. But again, for some reason, you're not getting credit for it here. All right, so we'll give this another shot tomorrow. What I want to do is I'm going to jump out of your account. Okay, now Jeff wants to know, what about this verification thing? LinkedIn has been slammed by so many scammers. Millions of profiles, bogus, that they started a verification program about a year and a half ago. Facebook has one. It costs you, I think, $12 a month. LinkedIn has one. It's free. And just follow the steps. You're going to upload a front and back picture of your driver's license just to prove that you're really the person that you say you are. All right. So when we come over to the message area, let me first see. All right, slow but sure. Bruce is new to LinkedIn, so he's just starting to build his list. Go over here to messaging. So you're talking to Erica. All right, so okay, so Erica is the notary that you've been talking to. Okay, let me unmute Bruce.
Hey Max, how you doing?
Yeah, hi, Bruce. Okay, so this is the last thing we did. So now you told her about the name of the company, short little description. Would you like to know more about it and how we'll work together? Now, she didn't answer you. Now, this isn't one of those things where you have to. And Jeff wants to know if I get people to connect with me instead of me asking them, does it still count as one of five? Absolutely. All right, now, what you do here, we want to get the conversation going. Keep the conversation. So first and foremost, we sent her this on Tuesday. Now today, we're going to start by sending her a motivational message. And there's a couple that are really great. Now this one has multiple messages. All right. Now, hope you had a nice week. Now, we're looking to start up the conversation. She knows we talked to her. She's going to send it. Posting. Posting creates the relationship.
Sounds good.
All right. Now here's another one. Amanda.
Oh, yeah, she says I ask a lot of questions.
Okay. Now, the answer here is its standard answer. I found the best way to learn about someone is to ask questions. So let's take a look at her profile. Notary public. Kind of a foggy picture. No banner.
Were I suggesting about changing your picture or anything?
Well, not necessarily. So she's been a notary for 4 years and 4 months. Prior to that, she was a bartender. Part-time, sales.
And she made the comment she had a lot of work experience besides just being a bartender.
Go back to the conversation. Okay, so you reached out to her at the beginning of the month. Send her the icebreaker. Send her the motivational message. Now, again, ideally, when you're talking to someone, you're looking to identify the need. is there a need? If there's not a need, there's still a way to bring it up. In your case, most of the notaries that I work with are generating an income on the side, working with a network marketing company. What companies are you working with? I'm not trying to sell. I'm just trying to learn more about you. So again, I'm not going to, we've already covered this once. It's like you ended your career at the hotel, going full-time notary. How's that working for you? Oh, yeah, she did. But this was only a part-time job.
Right.
Okay. So we've gone over how to start a conversation. Have a great and productive day. She didn't take.
Yeah.
So again, what you're doing here, we want to break that habit, is you're coming to a conclusion based on something that you see. It looks like you said goodbye to working at the bar and you're doing full-time notary work. You don't know that. What you're just restating what you see. How's that working out for you? She didn't answer it. I mean, think about it. For all you know, she stopped working at the bar. Okay? And she's working at a gentleman's club as a pole dancer. She's not going to put that on here. So we use what we see here as a statement of activity, but we don't necessarily assume that that's everything that they do. So thanks. Now, what you're doing here is you're asking too many questions.
Mhm.
Okay, you want to ask one question. So this is one of my favorites. I hope you like it. My clients are great. Some of them I keep in touch with. Now, what clients is she talking about? They say bartenders are great communicators. I imagine you could tell some stories. How do you think that has helped you spread the word? You know what I'm saying? You're just looking at the most recent. You come down here, administrative support. Goes all the way back to 2009. Now you're asking, why are you unhappy doing sales support? See what's starting to happen? She's going, who are you?
Mhm.
Well, again, why are you asking me all these questions? All right. So what we have to do here because okay, because there's a pattern that I see. That once you break the pattern, so it, once you break the pattern, there's a piece of cake. All right. And see, we're having a lot of dialogue and we're not getting anywhere. And when you talk to people, every statement you make, every question you ask has a desired effect that takes you closer to knowing whether this is somebody that would be interested in your business. I mean, just from looking at this. So she started her own notary, she had her own notary business for 4 years. Entrepreneurial. She did bartending part-time. And she was bartending part-time while she had her notary business. So she's generating extra income to support her notary business.
Okay.
All right. So you've had a number of interesting jobs. What prompted you, you make a comment like, I really enjoy talking to entrepreneurial minded people. What prompted you to start your own notary business? Congratulations. How's business? Now, clearly it wasn't that great because she had to take a part-time jobs. So how's business? All she has to say is it's not so great. You can come back with, a lot of notaries that I work with on LinkedIn are generating extra income on the side, working with network marketing company. What companies have you worked with? It could you could already be there and back.
Mhm.
Okay, and what we have to fix, okay, is the questions it's not so much the questions. It's making assumptions and summarizing what you think your profile says. There's a and again, you're my coaching student, so there's nothing negativity or there's nothing negative or disrespectful about this, but there's a quote that is applicable here. It is better to keep your mouth shut and have people think you're a fool than to open your mouth and prove it. Okay, everything that you say here, people are judging you by you have a profile that is off the charts. You've been in this business for 20 plus years. You are the man, and you've got a solution to any notary that thinks they want to work. They want to be a notary, but like notaries are going to find out that the money, it's hard work. So notaries generate side incomes by working with network marketing companies. Are they working with one? So here, again, well, I'm not gonna go back and rehash this. And again, see, do you miss the bar? I mean, this was a part-time job. All right. So you're asking questions that are out of left field. And she's getting a little kicked off about it. Hey, bud, bartending isn't the only career experience or trade that I have. All right. And see what you're doing here. Okay, hey, listen, I don't want to say anything negative about it. But again, now, it may have taught you some invaluable lessons. So you're missing the point here. How you went from working in an office to bartending to mobile notary. Well, that's not right either. She went from working in an office to starting her own business. And she took a couple of bartending jobs to support her notary. Now, were you unhappy doing sales support? The only thing she was unhappy about sales support is she got tired of working for somebody else. That's why it's really important to, and then she's coming back and saying, hey, why is it so interesting to you? Now here, so many people that I've met on LinkedIn never have complete profiles, up-to-date profiles. So I have found that the best way to get to know somebody is to ask questions. Now, what would be your dream job? Where's that coming from? Where's that coming from? So she's now she's kind of working with elephants. I'm strongly against poaching. A dream job? Working with elephants? All right. And so what would you like to be working directly with elephants or just contributing to a group? And so here she's coming back and she's saying, you have a lot of time on your hands, bud. Okay. You must have a lot of time on your hands to be talking to me and asking me these bullshit questions. How is your business going? And then she says, you ask a lot of questions. All right. So we went through all of this unnecessarily. Now we can turn this around, pretty quickly. Now, first, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to send that. Okay.
Yep.
Then we're going to say, I'm new to LinkedIn. We'll throw an LOL, laughing out loud. Most of the Now, in normal circumstances, you would say, most of the have a lot of fun connecting with fabulous people around the world. Most of the people that I've met haven't kept their profiles up to date, and that's the reason I ask so many questions. So she's not interested in working with elephants. Okay. So we're gonna, she's gotta, so now we're gonna come down here and we're gonna say, entrepreneurial.
It goes also at the top there. It talks about the
Now, let's ask a relevant question. That's the question.
Mhm.
Okay, now we can look at a profile. Again, no assembly required. Kind of a cute name. I like the name. Required. Now, we'll keep it on track. Okay?
Mhm.
And I had a case study that I wanted to go over, but I think people got some value out of this.
Appreciate the time.
All right?
One other quick thing, how can I tell if somebody's responded to my posts? I wasn't quite sure where to.
Okay, so what you do is you go to your posts. Okay, so 3 impressions means that 3 people looked at it, but you don't get credit for people looking. 17 people impressions means nothing. You want people to respond. Now you're new. You don't have a lot of people that you're connected to. So all you're getting here now is impressions. They're not responding, but that's to be expected. Now, just because people don't like it or make a comment, which is the way you tell if people have responded. So far, nobody yet. But this is also helping you get connections. Because people will look at this and say, well, who is this Bruce? And they'll look here and see the 12 people saw it. And so all right. So let's go back up to the top. Posts. Now, you had somebody love it. That's a reaction. But I wouldn't talk to him. Now, come down a little further. Now, I also made a comment. Ah. But for some reason, it hasn't shown up yet. Be interesting to see how long it takes. All right. So again, it all comes down to conversation. We'll see all of you tomorrow at 11 o'clock East Coast time. But next time, best of luck in building your business and God bless.